General Hospital spoilers reveal that the latest developments surrounding young Rocco have me completely captivated. That boy has always carried a special place in my heart, son of Dante, grandson of Lulu, carrying the weight of the Falconeri and Spencer legacies on his still growing shoulders. We've seen him navigate teenage troubles before, from youthful mistakes to family complications, but nothing quite like this. The recent scenes where Rocco has that fateful encounter with Cullum at the hospital feel like a turning point, the kind that reminds me why I've stayed loyal to General Hospital all these years. Cullum, that slippery WSB double agent, lies recovering in his hospital bed, and in walks Rocco on his community service duties, delivering something as innocent as an extra pillow. The air in that room must have been thick enough to cut with a knife. I can only imagine the boy's racing pulse as he tried to keep a polite smile on his face while facing the very man he shot to protect others. What strikes me most is how this moment could shift everything we thought we knew about the shooting on the pier. For weeks, Jason took the fall, sitting behind bars to shield someone dear, and many of us admired his quiet heroism, classic Jason, always putting family first, even at great personal cost. But now, with these new hints, it seems the truth is bubbling dangerously close to the surface. Rocco, bless his brave but inexperienced heart, appears on the verge of confessing that he was the one who pulled the trigger that night. Not out of malice, mind you, but out of pure desperate instinct to save Jason and Britt from Cullum's threats. I've always believed that children in Port Charles grow up too fast, exposed to dangers most adults couldn't handle, and Rocco's actions prove it once again. He saw a monster cornering the people he cares about, grabbed that fallen gun, and acted. In my view, that makes him not just a frightened boy, but a protector in his own right, different from the original path where Jason bore the full weight alone. Of course, this confession, if it fully comes to Britt, changes the calculations in profound ways. Britt has been a fierce presence, a woman who's fought her own battles with health and heartbreak, and now she finds herself in an impossible position. Imagine learning that the young man she's come to see, almost as family, is the real shooter, the reason Jason sacrificed his freedom. Britt cannot easily shield Rocco from the fallout. A WSB director like Cullum doesn't forgive or forget easily, especially when he's already suspicious and probing for answers. I've pondered this a great deal. Will Britt's maternal instincts kick in stronger than ever? Or will the fear for Rocco's safety force her into risky alliances? The show has always excelled at showing how love compels people to make choices they never imagined, and here we see it clearly. Britt's growing panic isn't weakness, it's the raw reality of caring deeply when danger circles close. What fascinates me is how this storyline diverges in subtle but meaningful ways from what we might have expected years ago. Back in the day, a shooting like this might have stayed neatly with the adult heroes, resolved through gunfights or clever legal maneuvers. Today it feels more layered, more human, because it centers on a teenager whose impulsive courage ripples outward, touching Dante's investigations, Lulu's worries, and even distant family ties like Danny. Rocco's bond with his brother adds another tender thread. Could Danny somehow get pulled in if suspicions shift? I ask myself, and the answer comes quickly. Port Charles rarely lets secrets stay buried when emotions run this high. The writers are crafting something special here, blending classic soap suspense with the vulnerabilities of youth in a way that feels fresh, yet true to the show's heart. And let's not overlook Cullum himself. That man is no ordinary villain. His double life and calculated menace keep me guessing. During his hospital stay, any slip from Rocco, perhaps a nervous word about the incident or a mention of what only someone at the pier could know, might make Cullum pause and connect the dots. He already doubts Jason was the shooter, knowing the timing and angle didn't fit. If he begins to suspect a boy, or even wonders about Danny's involvement because of the brothers' closeness, the danger escalates instantly. Yet I hold on to hope that the good people of Port Charles will rally. Jason's sacrifice, even if partially revealed, only deepens my respect for him. He's not just taking blame. He's giving a young man a chance to grow beyond one desperate moment. This arc has me eagerly awaiting each new episode, feeling that familiar rush of excitement mixed with genuine concern. Will Rocco's truth set Jason free, but place the boy in Cullum's crosshairs? Can Britt find the strength and support, perhaps from unexpected quarters, to protect him without losing herself? These questions linger in my mind during quiet moments, much like they did in the golden years of General Hospital when families faced impossible odds together. The beauty of the show lies in these human connections. A boy stepping up heroically, a woman torn between truth and safety, and a community that, despite its flaws, often finds ways to heal and protect its own. As someone who shared decades with these characters, I appreciate how the current writing honors the past while pushing forward with urgency. The tension around Rocco and Cullum isn't just plot. It's about legacy, forgiveness, and the lengths we'll go for those we love. I truly believe the coming weeks will deliver more surprises, perhaps forcing alliances we never saw coming, or revelations that heal old wounds even as they create new ones. Port Charles has a way of surprising us, turning fear into resilience and secrets into stronger bonds. My advice, dear fellow fans who have walked this road with me through the years, don't miss a single moment. The heat is building, the stakes feel personal, and the emotional payoff promises to be deeply satisfying. General Hospital continues to remind us why we tune in, because in a world that often feels chaotic, these stories wrap us in familiar drama, hope, and the enduring power of family. I'm right here with you, watching and wondering what tomorrow will bring. Grateful for every twist that keeps this beloved show alive and thriving in our hearts. The situation with young Rocco has me utterly absorbed right now. That boy carries such a heavy burden for someone so young, and the recent scenes where he finally opens up to Britt about the shooting have left me reflecting deeply on how one desperate act can ripple outward in ways we never expect. Rocco did what he thought was right in that terrifying moment on the pier, picking up the gun to protect Jason and Britt from Cullum's threats. It was impulsive, born of fear and loyalty, and in my eyes, it showed a spark of the same protective spirit we've seen in his father Dante and the Spencer side of the family. Yet now, with the truth spilling out, everything feels poised to shift in profound and unexpected directions. What truly has me on the edge of my seat is the new development involving Cassius. I've always found his presence intriguing, this man who carries the complicated Faison legacy while walking a delicate line in Port Charles. The latest turns suggest Cassius is facing a shocking decision of his own, one driven by a surprising urge to shield Rocco from the gathering storm. Perhaps it's a flicker of redemption stirring in him, or maybe it's his way of balancing the scales after all the secrets and deceptions he's been tangled in. Whatever the reason, his choice feels like a genuine game changer, the sort that could alter alliances we thought were set in stone. I've seen characters like him before, men shaped by dark pasts who suddenly choose a different path when a young life hangs in the balance, and it warms my heart to think he might step up now, even if it means risking everything he's built. This decision doesn't just ripple, it sends waves crashing farther than anyone anticipated. The story is expanding in ways that pull in more players, heightening the stakes and making the danger feel immediate and personal. Britt, bless her resilient soul, is already carrying so much after learning the truth from Rocco. She wants to protect that boy with every fiber of her being, yet the weight of it all leaves her vulnerable. Cassius's move could either lighten her load or complicate it further, forcing her to navigate new uncertainties while trying to keep Rocco safe from Cullum's probing eyes. I keep asking myself how she'll balance her own fears with the need to shield a child who's already shown more courage than most adults, and the answer comes quickly. Love has always been the strongest force in Port Charles, guiding people through impossible choices. At the same time, these shifts seem to be opening the door to a fresh arrangement concerning Cullum himself. That man remains a formidable presence even from his hospital bed, calculating, relentless, and unwilling to let the shooting mystery rest. The emerging developments hint at a new understanding or deal taking shape around him, one that could reshape the power dynamics in subtle but significant ways. It's as if the ground beneath everyone's feet is moving, proving that no secret stays buried forever, and that protection often comes with its own set of hidden costs. This new layer adds such richness to the tale, reminding me why I've stayed with the show through every era. The writers have a gift for weaving personal stakes into larger webs of intrigue, making us feel the heat of every revelation as if it were happening to people we know and care about. What touches me most is how these changes prove the enduring power of unexpected alliances and quiet acts of courage. Cassius stepping forward to safeguard Rocco might seem out of character at first glance, yet it feels true to the deeper currents of the show, where even those with complicated histories can find moments of humanity that surprise us all. It pushes the narrative into uncharted territory, raising the emotional temperature and leaving me eager to see how the pieces will fall. Will this new arrangement with Cullum bring a fragile peace, or will it simply redirect the threats in even more dangerous directions? The beauty of General Hospital lies in these very questions, the way they mirror life's own unpredictability while offering the comfort of watching beloved characters fight for what matters most. As someone who's shared decades with these families, the Falconeris, the Morgans, the Westbournes, and all the intricate connections in between, I find myself smiling through the worry. The show continues to honor its roots while introducing fresh layers that keep the drama vibrant and heartfelt. The tension around Rocco's confession, Britt's protective instincts, Cassius's bold choice, and the evolving situation with Cullum creates a perfect storm of suspense and emotion. It makes every episode feel essential, the kind that leaves you pondering long after the credits roll, grateful for the way these stories remind us of resilience, forgiveness, and the ties that bind us even in the darkest hours. I'm right here with all of you who have walked this road together, teacup in hand, heart fully invested. The coming days promise more revelations that will tug at our sympathies and keep us guessing, proving once again that in Port Charles, hope always finds a way to shine through the complications. General Hospital has a special way of turning personal struggles into shared journeys, and this arc is no exception. It's warm, intense, and deeply human. Exactly the kind of storytelling that has kept me coming back year after year with unwavering affection. Whatever unfolds next, I know we'll face it together, finding comfort in the familiar faces and the enduring spirit that makes this show so dear to so many of us.